I don't want to say other career, but you are involved in something that I found out about, I don't know, 6 months ago. This songwriting club, which seems to me to be what every single artist should have to do. Can you tell me about how this thing started as far as writing a song a week and how that thing went?
I think it started about 10 years ago. A neighbor of mine, Casey Crowley, was a songwriter. I just met her and her husband, who's a writer, poet, and they're friends with Jeff Klein, who's a singer-songwriter, and he was friends with Annie Langer, and I think that was the group.
That was the original group 10 years ago?
Original group.
And where were you all based out of at that point?
We're based out of my block.
Your block?
In Austin,
In
Texas.
Austin. So it was an Austin singer-songwriter kind of like, but who was the first person who said, let's try to write a song a week? And who threw the first subject out?
Well, I think what we did was we were like, I think me and Casey were talking, we were like, hey, we're both songwriters. I don't know who came up with the idea, but we were like, let's come up with a word or a phrase or something, and we'll each write a song, and then we'll meet back in a couple days and we'll play it for each other. And it just started that way. And we were doing that we probably did that for about a year, and then it kind of petered out. And then I was on tour in 2001, and the guy who was opening up for me was Steve Poltz, who's from San Diego. And he's crazy, fearless songwriter and would write stuff on stage and stuff. And so I told him about it, and he was like, oh, yeah, that sounds great. Let's do it. So we started doing it, and it was me, him, Billy Harvey, Bruce Hughes, and we were doing it. We were doing a song a day. So every day
a song a day.
A song a day. So we came up with a title. The next night, we played them for each other. Came up with another title.
This is while you're doing this on the road, right?
We're on the road. We're playing every day. So after the gig, we would get together on the bus, everybody partying, and we'd play the songs that we wrote that day for each other. And we did that for the next 2.5 weeks.
Is it why? And I don't know if I'm supposed to hear these songs or not, because I have heard some of the people's songs, but I am more blown away when it's more like homework, that you've got to do something that, because I don't know who throws the phrases out there. Do you throw the subject titles out?
We'll just like sit and we'll just talk like this, and we'll go, pneumonia penguin. No, that's horrible. What else you got?
Okay.
Firelight.
Chinese checkers. What was it?
Chinese checkers, done.
Was it Chinese checkers?
Like somebody will say something, I was like, Chinese checkers, that sounds great.
Right.
Done.
But wasn't that one of the original ones with, because I remember Poltz.
Chinese vacation.
Chinese vacation.
Right.
Because Poltz had told me about this thing. And then, to me, I didn't hear about it for a long time. And then all of a sudden it started coming back in a way with other San Diego singer-songwriters that I know.
Well, now there's a bunch of San Diego songwriters that are doing it. Sean O'Donnell, Anya Marina, Don Mitchell, Bushwalla, of course, Jason Mraz.
Tristan, still involved?
Every once in a while she'll write a song.
It's down to once a week now, right?
Well, we do, no, it's a week's too long. Like if you give somebody a week to write a song, they're going to write it.
Maybe that's why Tristan's failing you miserably.
She's failing me miserably.
I have to say though, and I don't know what I'm supposed to hear or not hear, but I'm crying at how good some of these songs are.
Amazing.
I'm blown away, because to me, and I suggest this, I said, why don't you just keep putting records together and just putting them out on the internet under the name, the club or whatever you want to call it.
I mean, there's certain people that every song they write is great. And then there are people that every song they write is good. And then there's some that every song they write is bad. Now with me, it's true though. It's true.
Okay.
And then there's and every once in a great while they'll write one that's good, but most of them are bad. And so that's that whole range. With me, I write songs that are good, bad, and great. But there's no telling what song's going to be good and bad. And never ever in the history of the game has everybody written a great song. It'd be like 5 people winning the lottery that are friends of yours in 1 week. It's just never going to happen. You just write songs. You pray for a good song. Every once in a while, you get a good one.
Well, thanks for sitting down with us, and good luck dealing with the people in the other room.
Thank you.
And it's going to be difficult, but
all right.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right. Adios.